Hello, welcome to 10 at 10. My name is Michael Ramage. I'm the director of the Cyber Education Research Center here at Murray State University. And welcome back to 10 at 10. 10 at 10 is brought to you through a partnership between Murray State University, Grow West, the Technology Council of West Kentucky, KY Innovation, and our local partner, Sprocket Innovation in Paducah, and the Kentucky Innovation Station in Madisonville. This week on 10 at 10, I'm going to answer a question that was posed this week. And it's one that whether you ask it or not, there's a lot of people that assume that the answer to this question is no. And frankly, they're just wrong. The question is, we know that hackers want to target businesses. They want to target large businesses. They want to target governments. If you've listened to 10 at 10 over the last year and a half, you know that they're also targeting small businesses. But what we haven't talked much about on 10 at 10 is, are they targeting you? Are they targeting you as an individual? Are they targeting you personally? That's a question that we haven't talked a lot about. And let me give you a preview of the answer. If you read the description, I gave you a spoiler alert. The answer is yes. Are you a target? Yes, you are a target. You personally are a target of hackers. Now, we can get into the details of what that means. You know, hackers aren't going to spend millions of dollars to hack you unless you're worth millions of dollars. It's still a business. It's still a return on investment. There's still all those pieces of it. But are you a target? Absolutely. And I thought what we would do today is walk through some of the ways that you are a target. So let's first talk about phishing scams. Phishing scams, email phishing scams, we've talked about several times on here. So understand that phishing scams are still important, are still a reason that you are a target, because it's easy and people always fall for phishing scams, especially email phishing scams. But what we're also doing is falling for social media based phishing scams. So this chart that you see on here, it's from the second quarter of 2021. And at that time, and I don't have any reason to believe the numbers are much different now, there were 3 billion people. Let me rephrase that. 3 billion users of Facebook monthly. Monthly active Facebook users worldwide were 3 billion in the second quarter of 2021. Actually, that is just under 3 billion, but about 3 billion active users. So if we're going to try to scam people, social media, Facebook in particular, it's a great place to start. And hackers understand that. And actually, to give you an example, several years ago, we host a security conference every April. And several years ago, we had a speaker that talked about how he was a founding member of the hacktivist group called Anonymous. And he actually was part of it a little bit before they got going. And anyway, when they were in their early days, and he got out of it because he wasn't comfortable with some of the offensive things that they were doing. And anyway, long story, but he got out of it. But before he got out of it, what they were doing, what the organization was doing was trying to scam people on Facebook. And what they were really doing is they needed clicks. They were getting paid by organizations to produce clicks. So what they would do is they would break in, they would hack your user account. And instead of doing a lot of crazy things to your user account, they would post one thing, said, click here to win a free iPad. And then they would log out. And they wanted you to look like your account was normal, except for that one post, because your friends, your contacts on social media trust you, whether they should or not, whether you actually know them in real life or not. So many times we are trusting of our connections, and they were relying on that. So what they would do is they would hack into my account. They would post, click here to win a free iPad. And then everybody wanted to win a free iPad. So they would all click on it, and it was being redirected. And we'll talk about that in a second. to a website where they needed clicks, and that website was paying them for those clicks. That's an easy way. If you see a link on or an article that's posted by a friend on Facebook, you default to trusting it. I'm not saying that your friends or my friends are liars, but we all trust them. And frankly, we shouldn't. I'll often see articles posted from a website that the whole purpose of the website is to have fake news. Now, fake news term has become a political thing, but this organization was around even before that was a thing. And it was supposed to be a joke. The whole website, the whole fake newspaper is a joke because of how ridiculous news is. And the idea was that we'll post this and it's going to sound like it could be a real story, but it's silly enough that it should be fake and everybody should know it. Well, now we just trust it. And those examples can go on and on and on, whether it is on Facebook or on Twitter or on Instagram or on Pinterest even. We trust what others are posting, and you can't trust. And hackers are utilizing that trust. On LinkedIn, we all want to be connected with a bunch of people so that we can get job offers and build our network and all these great things. Well, there are nation states that are creating fake users on LinkedIn only so that they can monitor what others are doing. Because I want to post about my company and you want to post about your company if you're on LinkedIn, and I want to talk about how great my new jobs are, and you want to talk about that. Well, maybe you're getting into a new job role that could be beneficial to a hacker or to a nation state. So now they're targeting that and monitoring that. Anyway, there's a number of ways that phishing scams can be done, and it all starts with the fact that we trust each other and probably too much. Another example is the reason that you're a target is also because of your digital assets. Your digital assets have a monetary value. They are valuable. Your email accounts, your social media accounts, for the reasons we just talked about, your digital storage, whether it's your Dropbox, your iCloud, your Google Drive, all your personal files are there. Maybe your work files are there. So if a hacker can gain access to your file system, then there's a lot that they can get there. Reward programs. You save up points on your credit card so you can get free airline miles or you can get free hotels. Well, if you can get free hotels and I can, or a hacker can get into your account, then can they get free hotels? Yes. Online shopping, if you already have your credit card in your Amazon account, then if somebody compromises your Amazon account, then they can put in a new address, yet use your credit card to pay for it. There's a lot of things that we can do. Gaming, let me use that as the last example on here. Um, Gaming, there are games like Fortnite and Minecraft that you can buy things. You can buy new outfit skins for your avatar. Well, there's a value in that. So if a hacker can compromise your account, then they can just take your skin instead of having to pay for it. There's value in everything that you do on your computer. Virtual currency, obviously, if somebody can break into your digital wallet, then maybe they can steal your Bitcoin. So there's just so many things that are why you're a target. I just talked about redirects, and just let me add one last comment. 95% of web redirects lead to a scam. So let's be clear. Bill Gates doesn't want to give you money. You're probably not going to get a free iPad or a free laptop or a free $1 million because you're the 5 billionth search on Google. Those things aren't typically real. Very, very rarely are they real. Most of the time, 95% of the time, it's a scam. Don't do it. Don't let yourself be used by hackers. Home networking. Let me finish talking about home networking. Your home network is a target as well. And let me say, first of all, everybody wants wireless at their house now. So most of us have wireless. We have a ton of devices connected to our wireless. So all of those devices can be targets. And what is on there that could be valuable. There's a lot of things. And then finally, COVID has allowed us to work from home. So, which is going to be harder for a hacker to break into your corporate network that has thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of security security devices and software and protections in place, or would it be easier to hack you at your home? If I needed to break into your computer, there's a lot less security at your house than at your work. Hackers realize that. Hackers know that. That is a new target for hackers. Actually, it's not new, but it's a larger focus for hackers. You are a target. I didn't talk about botnets. I didn't talk about digital blackmail. There's others that we obviously could talk about. Um, Digital blackmail includes ransomware that we've talked about quite a bit on 10 at 10. But understand that yes, you are a target. You will be a target. You are a target. You will continue to be a target. So be careful, be mindful, apply some of those cyber hygiene practices that we talked about over the last few weeks. Apply the things that we talk about on here on 10 at 10, and perhaps you can stop yourself from being that easy target. Maybe you can make yourself a hard enough target that the hackers are going to move on and try to get somebody else. Um, it, it is cyberspace is a scary place. There are targets, there are hackers, there are bad guys, there are things that are happening. So take protections, take precautions, use some basic safeguards, and you can keep yourself safe in cyberspace. I appreciate you joining us for 10 at 10 today. I hope you found it helpful to understand at least that you are a target and how you are a target. And in the coming weeks and months, we'll continue to talk about ways to keep yourself safe. If you have questions, let me know. Thank you for joining us on 10 at 10, and I'll see you next week right back here on 10 at 10. Thank you.